The World Championship Tournament begins tonight on WWE Raw. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and we are here to preview tonight's show for the 8th of May, 2023. 12 men will enter this tournament. One man will come out with the brand new WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That is the big thing that we are here to talk about heading into Raw. But before we talk about the tournament, I think we should go over the minor things that we are expecting to see on Raw. Let's get the garbage over and done with, and then we'll talk about the big boys league.
The real stuff.
The real stuff.
Real stuff.
It's rumoured that Becky Lynch, again, will not be appearing on Monday Night Raw tonight. Apparently, she has got like some sort of minor foot injury, and we're going to see something tonight with flyers, missing posters for Becky Lynch. Maybe Trish Stratus will be handed out missing posters. For me, this feud has really not got going. Becky Lynch hasn't been seen since Trish turned on her, and I just don't think we've seen enough of Trish. I mean, she cut that promo that was okay, but since then, there's been nothing. There's been absolutely nothing, so I'm not excited about Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus. Does nothing for me.
I'm not, and I mean, when's this match going to happen? Is it going to happen at Saudi? I mean, it could happen at Saudi. I mean, that's kind of the pay-per-view for legends to have matches these days, so it probably will.
Two covered up women at Saudi. So maybe that's what we'll get.
Bin bag.
Tonight, we also will see, I don't know if we will see, but The Way will be under one roof. So we've got Johnny Gargano, Indy Hartwell, Dexter Lumis, and Candice LeRae. They were in a faction together.
What are they called?
I believe they were called The Way, although I know that was with Austin Theory, but I mean, they'll just replace Dexter.
How shite that is in
The Way. I know, it's pish. Like, will they be together or what? I don't know. We'll see. Do you really care? I think Dexter Lumis has been ruined.
He has been.
I think what would have saved Dexter Lumis is getting drafted. I would have drafted him to SmackDown.
I make him feel different. Make him stop.
Or draft him back to NXT or something.
Why can't he just be a guy, right, that doesn't wrestle, but he just creeps the entire roster out? It can just be that simple.
Yeah, but no, apparently he's a guy that's after money. See, as soon as he's money motivated, he just lost interest, because then he was just like everyone else.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, in the whole Miz thing. But yeah, whatever. Tonight, we also get, the brand new rosters. Maximum Male Models and Alpha Academy are still on the same show, so I guess we'll see Maxine try to steal Otis away from Chad.
Again, are you not sick of that? That just seems like it
doesn't really do anything for me. The NXT call-ups, who will debut tonight on Raw? I guess we'll have to wait and see. It won't be Indy Hartwell. She's currently injured. But in terms of she might debut, but she just won't wrestle. A bunch of wrestlers could. We got JD McDonough. Apparently, has been considered as a new member of the Judgment Day. Thoughts on that?
I don't think I don't know. I mean, not that he's worse than Balor.
You know what? But I actually thought when they first brought him into NXT and he was feuding with Braun Breaker for the title.
With his big bobblehead.
And he remember he had the car. He was in the car and shit. And he was like, I like pain. And he was like cutting himself and all this shit. I mean, I thought he was doing alright then, but I mean, he's dropped a long, long way. Since that title feud with Braun Breaker, he literally did turn into a jobber.
Yep, literally just bobbling away.
But I mean, does the Judgment Day need a new member? I mean, I think it would freshen things up, but I don't think it matters.
I think it needs a new member who's like an actual fucking main eventer. But I feel like it had that in Edge, and he's away. He's not in them anymore.
See, I think Damian Priest could have been the guy, but to me, you can't put Damian Priest as the leader now because they've bottled it. For the past, I mean, ever since
Unless
Edge...
you just have him going a tyrant and absolutely murder people on Raw, and he's furious with losing. Maybe that could... But they're not.
I know, but let's be real, they've already sort of portrayed Damian Priest as like the fucking fourth best member.
True. In
the pecking order. So I just don't see how he goes from fourth to first.
14 Staples Finn.
14 Staples Finn. But I mean, I wouldn't say no to the Judgment Day getting a new member, but I don't really care. Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, will they get shots at the tag team titles? They lost their NXT titles not so long ago. Will they be looking to win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles?
I mean, they probably will to be, but who knows what's going to happen in this division with the whole talk of two tag titles on each brand or something.
Odyssey Jones, will he debut tonight? Eli Dragunov, will he debut tonight?
Odyssey Jones. Why? Right, why is Braun... Can someone actually tell me why Braun Breaker's still on NXT?
I know.
I think it must be because of Rick. Fucking
Could be.
has to be.
Or maybe they'd rather him, maybe they think another year of him being in the main event scene is better than being lost in the shuffle in Raw.
Yeah, but let's be real, right?
Although I truly believe Braun Breaker's good enough to come in at like a mid-card title level.
You can say that all you want, right? It doesn't matter if he gets called up tomorrow or next year. Anyone who gets called up is at a risk of being lost in the pack.
I know, but maybe they feel like if he gets another year in NXT, he'll have so much momentum and he'll be at a higher status where, you know, he won't get lost in the pack. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows what? It could be the Rick Steiner thing as well. It could be maybe they didn't call Cora Jade up and they wanted to stay. But then again, see a Vince thing. Back in the day, Vince went out of his way to break up couples. Do you think Vince would give a shit if you were dating someone and they were on SmackDown?
Exactly.
Whereas with Triple H, he's going out of his way to keep people together.
He's a fud.
Which is fucking lame. Like, you could argue that breaking them up is testing the relationship, and if they're really wanting to be together, then they'll make
Vince
it.
McMahon was doing them all favours.
He was. Free agents. Will any free agents turn up on Raw tonight? The free agent list includes the likes of Omos, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Fawn, Fagner, Cheyenne Quinn, and Elias.
It's the release list, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. To me, this free agent list is terrible. I mean, the fact that these guys have got the same perks as Brock Lesnar, it just doesn't make any fucking
the same fucking perks to the same bank account. With any of these guys, not even Blade, just bust themselves open the hard way? Nah,
probably not there. And then let's move on. That's us covered everything that needs to be covered.
Let's move on to the triple threats.
The triple threat matches. So these are the 12 men that are in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. I'll go through SmackDown guys first. We've got Bobby Lashley, Edge. Now wait, hold on, right? See, before I go through these, I say that SmackDown is the better main eventers, right? And I think this list just proves it.
Yeah.
And even then, I think there's people missing from SmackDown. Well, there is. There is definitely people missing from SmackDown here, but just listen to who's in it for SmackDown. Bobby Lashley, Edge, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory, Sheamus. Then on the Raw side, The Miz, Nakamura, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest.
No, you're absolutely.
You got Bobby Lashley, who, in my opinion, out of all these guys, I know people are going to say Cody Rhodes has been getting the big push, but Bobby Lashley was like the last fucking world champ. He's a guy that's been beating Brock Lesnar.
Have they announced who's in what triple threat?
You've got Edge.
I think Cody Rhodes will be against Balor and Priest. The numbers will be stacked against him.
So you think the other one will be Miz, Nakamura, Seth Rollins then?
Yeah.
I think they'll put both. I think both Judgment Day members will be in separate matches.
Fair enough. But you just know the Miz is taking a pinfall.
What is the point of the Miz?
Former champion.
What is the bloody point of the Miz? Right, look, no point focusing on the SmackDown side. We'll focus on the Raw side. But let's have a look then. Out of those 6, The Miz, Nakamura, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest. Who do you think will be the winners? Keep in mind the 2 triple threat matches happen tonight, and also the main event will be the winner. So we're going to find out who from Raw is challenged for the title tonight. Which, I mean, sounds like it could be a good Raw.
Well, let's be real, right?
And you're not surprised though that they're not doing it the winners meet next week?
I know I am kind of surprised because it makes it like the tournament continue on. But I think this is a way for them to have Cody Rhodes lose but not get pinned. And therefore...
Cody versus Seth? Is that the final?
I think that would make sense, but personally I think you could maybe get like Priest against Rollins. Something like that. It's going to be Rollins, but with Cody I can maybe see Brock costing him.
I can see Brock costing him, but do you think Brock costs him in the triple threat match, or do you think
if Brock costs him, it doesn't need to be in a Judgment Day 2-on-1 triple threat?
Yeah, does Brock costing him in the final not mean more?
It does.
I mean the final match on Raw, not for the title.
No, I agree.
Because that would mean a SmackDown guy wins it.
Yeah, that means fucking nothing. But no, you're right. You're on the money there. I agree.
Well, let's be honest. See, let's look at who could be the champion. See, on the Raw side, I don't see anybody being champion apart from Rhodes and Rollins. Do you think Miz, Nakamura, Balor, or Priest have a chance of being the new World Heavyweight Champion?
No, we're saying about if they want to push Priest. Makes
The new World Heavyweight Championship, I don't think they're giving it to Damian Priest.
You're right, but this title's shite. We've said it ourselves. It just does not feel like a world title. So for that reason alone, I think you can rule out Nakamura and The Miz, but Balor, I don't know. Maybe they want it. Judgment Day's looked weak. Yeah, you're right. It's only Rhodes and fucking Rollins, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's only Rollins actually. I don't think Rhodes is winning it. It's
Yeah.
Rollins. It's Seth frickin' Rollins.
But while we're here, so you think Seth Rollins is going to win tonight? Who do you think's going to come through on SmackDown?
Let's hear the names again. SmackDown names.
Bobby Lashley, Edge, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory, Sheamus.
Theory won't. Sheamus won't. I think we could get Bobby Lashley against Edge.
Bobby Lashley versus Edge.
Bobby Lashley against AJ Styles.
What do you think the final would be then? So you think you're going to be Seth Rollins versus...
But then, who wants Seth Rollins to beat
beat
Bobby
Edge
Lashley
or
or
Bobby
Edge
Lashley?
or fucking anyone, man?
Or AJ, or Rey?
Or Sheamus?
It's not going to be Theory because he's the champ, and I just don't see Sheamus winning.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a weird
But
one.
considering Rey Mysterio at the moment is being pushed quite a bit, and AJ Styles is coming, I actually think there's 4 people on SmackDown that could get to the final. I think Bobby Lashley and Edge are the favourites, but I wouldn't rule out AJ Ray.
No. I think AJ versus Ray would be a great rematch.
So, we'll have to wait and see, guys. But yeah, for tonight, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins, dead fans.
I'm going with Seth frickin' Rollins, man. Come on.
And that's it. We'll catch you for the review tonight. I mean, it could be a good Raw, but I mean, would you be surprised if it sucked?
No, I really wouldn't be.
Well, we get Brock Lesnar. Who knows? Imagine the teaser free agent. It's not Brock. It's fucking Baron Corbin. You'd be a bit shit, wouldn't
The
it?
Rock.
Anyway, that's it. Till next time. Peace.